today's video, we are taking a look at Evil Dead Burn. We're going to be breaking down both the trailers that have recently been released, and I'm going to be giving some theories about what I think the plot is, how this connects to the other films, and what I think is going on with this new family. So, as everyone knows, recently a Red Band trailer was released, and then literally less than 12 hours later, another trailer was released, which is the Green Band version. Each one shows something a little bit different, especially in its opening. So we're just going to be taking a closer look at both of these trailers, and mainly giving my theories about what's going on. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I really hope you enjoyed this video. With all that being said, let's get right into those two trailers. Alright, let's get into it. Red Band trailer first. Now, I've already watched this a few hundred times. So this whole thing right here, this makes me think of Final Destination setup before anything else.
Alice? What's wrong?
I love that camera work. Love the camera work already.
What happened?
Okay, so no matter how many times I watch this, it doesn't make sense that she's opening the door. Obviously, some crap's already gone down. So, this Evil Dead is just so original with its kill and its brutality.
We found you.
William, my sweet boy.
Alright, so right here we are looking at what essentially is going to be the plot. Her son dies, and they want to bring him back. So, pretty simple there.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Okay, also, I'm going to talk about this in the next trailer a little bit more, because it hints at it a lot more. But when I first watched this trailer, it just struck me that she's supposed to be playing the widow. The guy that's in the casket is her husband. Why is she wearing a hoodie to his funeral? That really bothers me, and the way she looks, she's grieving, but there seems to be something else at foot with their relationship. Just the hoodie and all this kind of just hints at that to me. It's weird. Okay, so this is supposed to be Ruby's house from Ash vs. Evil Dead. And that's what I really think this movie is trying to do with something else that's about to happen, you see, is that I really think we're trying to connect all the dots, not just with the other two movies before, the Evil Dead 2013 and Evil Dead Rise. I think we're also trying to connect this to Ash himself, whether it's another universe, whether it's in this universe. We're trying to tie up all loose ends of how all this is connected somehow, some way. Using Ruby's house as a new isolation area for the movie, it fits. It fits. It's just the cabin second story. That's it. Excuse me. Okay, and also this. I know I keep pausing, but this is a breakdown. So this does not look like a Necronomicon to me at all. This looks like a journal. And when I first watched the trailer, it just struck me as weird, especially the strap. It was like, is that really what we're doing? And I don't think so, because once you see it get open, there are little clues that this is actually pages from the other Necronomicons, because so far we know there are 3. There's Ash's, there's Mia's, and there's the one from Evil Dead Rise. And now we have this one. And I'm willing to bet anything that this is a collection of pages from all the other Necronomicons put together. So, that's just a theory.
My grandfather believed that
See, because the pages aren't attached to the book itself; they're just loose. So I just think it's taken from all the other ones, and there's going to be a couple more clues in this scene.
would return.
This right here, this is the exact lineup of the incantation that was in Evil Dead 2013. Straight down like that, because you remember in that one he had to use a pencil and a piece of paper and shade it. This, I think, is that page from that book somehow, some way. And I know it. I know I'm not going to be able to catch it. If I can find a snippet, I'll put that in. But as she's flipping through the book, because it goes by really quick, but somebody got a screen grab of it where it says 4 bodies found in a burning cabin. So that's clearly referencing the Evil Dead remake. So again, I just think this is finally an answer to all the other Necronomicons, and they're coming into one book.
If anyone read from the Book of the Dead,
Kunda.
Evil Dead can't work. Okay. So I love and hate that they put this scene in the trailer, because that's clearly the grandmother that was on the porch in the wheelchair with one leg missing. Because if you pause it, she does have a metal leg. I kind of would have liked to have been surprised that she was possessed or what happens with her. But at the same time, really cool shot.
The whole family.
Okay. So as we know from the Evil Dead remake, a demon that can grab and torch like that is usually your uber deadite. The one that takes everyone else dying and their souls go for this one to resurrect. And I think that's what we're doing here, just like we did in the 2013 version. Well, on the bed, it's probably raining blood. Everyone else is dead. And now we have our main deadite. And she's the last one standing. But I think that her husband is going to be the last deadite. I don't think we're going to see the husband until the third act of the film, because he's going to be the main one that gets resurrected after all the other souls are taken. Just a theory.
They reunited.
Okay. Love moving away from the chainsaw. Love that so far we're moving away from the boomstick. We're gonna create something new. We're gonna use more tools. We're gonna try something out here. And the way its saw is screeching in the background as if somebody is screaming, I love that. That's just great editing. I love it. Doesn't that? Okay, I know they're playing homage to Teen's film, but this whole setup reminds me of something out of Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, I got to represent and say it somewhere. But yeah, and also we know Evil Dead is good about a bathroom scene. Okay. So, Jessica. This is Jessica from Evil Dead Rise. And for those that don't remember, that was the opening of Evil Dead Rise. Her coming out of the lake, the big title screen coming up behind, great opening. But you learn throughout that film that your opening of that movie was actually the ending. So, I, after seeing this, was so curious of how Jessica fit into it, and it symbolizes, though, we are trying to connect the dots between the 2013 version, Rise for sure, and now Burn. So, also, I forgot to mention that she's going through that book. There's also a snippet that says Professor Noby. So, I really think this movie is trying to connect all the dots. we'll get into in the next trailer about how Jessica is relevant to this film, because I'm gonna be honest, that's something in the next trailer I kind of wish they hadn't spoiled. But I was psyched to see Jessica because it has to be her. There's no other lake scene throughout the rest of this trailer. No sense that they're even near one. I'm willing to bet that this is probably going to be the opening of the film. We're going to pick up exactly where we left off in Rise. Okay, so you saw that chimney? Okay, I think that's her coming down the chimney with the saw, and she's just mutilating all of them, and you're just going to get a whole cascading thing of blood, kind of like the elevator scene in Evil Dead Rise. That's going to be its moment right there. And we have a deadite dog. So, is that a first in live action? Yes. I'm super excited about it because I am also a huge Resident Evil fan. So seeing this just makes me think about zombie dogs from that franchise. And I'm talking about the gaming franchise. Fuck the movies. But the last time we saw a deadite dog was in Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick, and I played the crap out of that game. But that was the last time, and I really think the only time we ever saw a deadite dog. And for some reason, the Evil Dead franchise just does not like dogs at all. To this day, the hardest part of 2013's version for me to watch is the dog scene. Out of all of it, that's the one I'm probably going to skip of that scene. So again, I don't know why Evil Dead doesn't like dogs, but we're getting a deadite dog nonetheless. I better see some like the movie The Green Room. I better see some like dog brutalities or even where evil lurks getting a kid. I want something like that brutal. That would be cool.
Cheers to your perfect family.
See, the way she says that makes me think that there is a family secret. Oh, and you made it so much worse. Alright, so that was trailer 1. Now let's get into the Green Band trailer that offers a little more insight to the family itself. Alright, so here we go with the newest trailer that was released out of nowhere, the Green Band trailer for it. And it does, especially in the beginning, offer a lot more detail, especially about this family. So let's go.
Alright, you ready?
Alright, so they're getting married. This has to be after the funeral.
Thank you, Joseph. That was beautiful.
No. That's Will's seat.
Alright, so now we know the bald guy in the truck
Where's the
is
wedding ring?
the father.
Alice, you were his wife. Why aren't you wearing it?
Okay, theory time. So like I said previously in the other trailer, something seemed off with the way that she looked and the way she dressed at the funeral. I think she told her husband she wanted a divorce. It sent him into heartbreak, fury, what have you, and he started speeding down the road, and he sped right across to where Jessica was. And what you just saw was Jessica make his car crash, probably comes over, well, I mean, you'll see, kills him. And I think that's what this movie is going to be, is that she can't let the family know that she asked him for a divorce and that now she feels guilty. She might have killed him. If she hadn't said anything, hadn't done anything, he would have never left that night. It's going to be playing on the survivor's guilt versus choices. Which is another reason why I do think that he is going to be the main Deadite at the end of it, because it's going to go into her dread of not wanting to face him with all the guilt that she feels, and the fact that she has to be around his family during this time. And it already feels like some of the family members have never liked her from the get-go.
I'm not sure.
Did you sell it?
No, of course not.
You get a good price.
I really think we should
Seeing
put
that
this
dog
another
makes
time.
me
No,
feel
now's the
bad now.
best time.
Will's looking down on us from above.
From above. He's down below.
William, my sweet
See.
boy.
So now we're going into stuff we've seen.
I would give anything for us to be together again.
Well, like I said, I really think it has to do with her guilt of wanting to divorce her husband.
If anyone read from the Book of the Dead.
Kunda.
I just don't understand. Here's the part I don't understand, and I know they're going to explain it. But if we're picking up where Rise left off and the evil is still unleashed, why do we need to read the book again to unleash it again if it's already here and it's already killed somebody related to this family? Evil Dead can be wishy-washy at times with how the rules work. Like, the first two lead you to believe that they have to survive till dawn because of the sun, and the sun will vanquish it for a time being, but then you go into Ash vs. Evil Dead and they break that rule. You go into Rise and they clearly break that rule at the lake. So I don't know, and I don't know why we have to read from the book again. If Jessica's already clearly here and has killed the husband, but I know they'll explain it. That's just my biggest question so far.
The whole family can be reunited.
I do believe the entire family is going to be off. I really love the way they did the saw motion sounds to everything else. She's got that Samara Weavy type scream, doesn't she?
Cheers to your perfect family.
And okay, a lot of people say that this scene shouldn't have been in there because it spoils his death. However, I know some footage got leaked that shows that he's able to escape and get the lid from the dishwasher and bash her head in. So I really don't think that's his death scene and they didn't spoil anything there. But with all that being said, now that we have reviewed both trailers, both the red band and the green band, and we had the teaser trailer not too long before that, here are my thoughts. Before the green band trailer was released, I did not agree with other people when they said too much was released in the trailer. Too many things feel like they got spoiled. Evil Dead is good about keeping you guessing, surprising you with its effects, even flipping the script. For instance, Mia, she should have been the one to survive that movie. Ash himself in the first Evil Dead film, you don't believe he's going to live, yet he does. Second movie, he gets possessed, so you think it's going to be, the professor's daughter that lives instead of Ash. It has a way of flipping the script on you. So I do believe that there is a lot that we have not seen, and a lot that is going to surprise us. But now, after watching the Green Band trailer and them being released back to back, I do think the family aspect of this film has been spoiled. A lot of the family stuff I would have remained that been a mystery and give me like more gore. Right now, I'm pretty sure I have figured out the story line for the family and the tension that's there and how it's going to play out. But again, I could be wrong. These are just theories. That being said, still have full confidence, no matter my critiques, that this is going to be an amazing film. There is still to date nothing bad in the Evil Dead franchise, and I don't think it's going to start here. I think this film is just going to be as good as the rest of them, maybe even better than some of them, if that's even possible. But also remember, we got Evil Dead coming next year that is somehow connected to this, that supposedly could be a prequel set in the 70s, could be the grandfather that they talk about in this trailer who knew about the Book of the Dead, could be about Professor Noby himself, who knows. But I'm telling you, this movie is serving as a gateway to connect everything, and there's a reason why Wrath is coming out so quick next year. It's all connected. But with that being said, we won't know anything till what you see on the screen, July 10th. So guys, I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thanks for taking this little trailer breakdown journey with me and entertaining me with some of my theories and critiques. But July 10th, I know I'll see you all there at the theater. Cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. But until next time, thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later.